This
session.
conference will now be recorded.
Yes, what we discussed in the previous session.
About
Shape,
shapes,
component,
Yeah,
components, shapes.
component. What is the mean by component?
reusable entity. We can drag and drop. We can reuse the account in
Yes,
that
very good.
particular
It is a
account.
reusable entity, right? We can
Yes.
reuse the entire account, right? And what else we discussed? Shapes. What do you mean by shapes? Shapes are the
actions
shapes.
which you want to perform the data.
Exactly. Shapes are the what? Actions.
The
Actions which you want to perform on the data.
and
Yeah.
perform on data.
So shapes are the actions. Actions or process. Which we want to perform on the data or integration data
Which is flowing in
or
the process.
yes data which is flowing on the
Process.
yes flowing in the process or integration, right? And how many types of shapes we have?
Three
What
Three
are they?
types.
Types.
Execute,
Execute,
Extract,
execute,
execute
logic.
logic.
logic. Very good. So we have three types. What is the responsible connecting type to connect
These
with
are
any
establishing
logic?
the
supposed
connection.
to establish
And
the
then
connectivity.
establishing
Exactly.
a
The
Any third
connectivity to
party
any third-party
applications.
applications.
Establish the
publish
connectivity.
the connectivity.
Yes. Very good. So to establish the connectivity with any third party application system, we will use this
Just
connecting
connect.
type. And executing type, manipulating the
Manipulate
data,
the
right?
data. Manipulate the data.
Manipulate data.
And build the data set.
Manipulating the data. Very good. Manipulating means transforming the data, right?
Splitting the data.
Combining the
Combining the
data.
data.
Splitting the data or combining the data. Then logic type are what are
Managing the data.
managing the
Managing
Managing
the
the
Managing
data.
data.
very good. So managing the data means like if you want to do some kind of a conditions you want to add or if you want to take any routing the document so that we can manage it, right? And what else we discussed?
Revision
log.
history.
Revision history.
Runtime engine.
Yes, revision
History.
history. What do you mean by revision history? So
After
it
The
is the previous version.
development has the revision history.
Yes. So like for we have code repositories will be there. Like if you have knowledge and coding, so in a coding languages, code repository will be there. Some versions will be there. They are giving the some histories like version histories. But here in Boomi have a out of the box feature. Boomi have have out of the box feature box future. So out of the box feature means see here in Bumi itself it is in the out of the box feature it have it is maintaining the revision histories. Okay, it is maintaining the revision histories. There is no code or nothing will be required. Just it Bumi have a out of the box feature. It is going to be maintain all the code repositories and previous version in the form of revision history. Okay, revision history clear. It is a previous development voice, right? It is the previous previous development version, or we can call version. Okay, and components have a revision history or the shapes have a revision history.
Components
Components
have
have.
Component,
components.
The rare revision
Only
history.
components, right?
If doesn't have.
Yes, components have a component has the
Revisionist.
revision history, right? Shapes does not have
Revisionist.
shapes. Very very important. Keep it in mind. Okay, shapes does not have revision history. Okay, and one more thing here, I know yesterday I forgot to tell you one important note point. Internally most of the shapes will refer as components. Okay, components. What does it mean? I will explain you. Okay, don't worry, I will explain you. But keep it in mind, internally most of the shapes. Okay, internally most of the shapes will refer as a components. Okay, components. Okay, for example, I will show you. Okay, let's log in into our platform. Okay, let me log in into our platform. This is our platform. So, in which process we are working right now? Yes, sync data, right? Sync data. This is a process which we are working, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. Okay, now, okay. So here, let me refresh it. Okay. So now here, if you see here, if I want to enter full screen, you can click on this. Okay, simple, it will going navigate into full screen. Okay, that's fine. Okay, this is a process which we are working. So what I told you, these are all shapes, right? We have connecting type, execute type, logic type, right? Connecting, execute, logic. Okay, connecting type, to establish the connectivity any third party application system, we will use the connecting type. Okay, if you want to manipulate any data, then we can go with the logic, execute type. Then if you want to manage the data, we will go with the logic type of shapes, right? So now what I said here, internally most of the shapes will refer as a component. Okay, most of the shapes will refer as a components, which means, okay, some of the shapes will be available in the Bhumi, they are all internally referred as the components. Okay, for example, map is a shape, right? You can see here, map is a shape, right? So we can use this to transform the data, later we'll discuss. Okay, does map here, you can see any revision history for this shape? You can see any revision history for this shape?
No.
No,
No.
right?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Now let me get into the map. Now do you see here, map is a component? Map is a component. Let me save it. Now you can see the while saving, when I'm clicking on the save button, automatically the revision history is created for this map component. Yes, so component id is there, and when it is created, who is when who are created by, all the details are coming. You can see here a map is a component, but internally it is a shape, right?
Shape.
See, use map is a shape, but internally it is referring as a component, right? It is a shape as well as a component, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
You are getting my point. So internally most of the shapes, okay, will referred as a components. Some of the shapes as well as components, they are like some of the shapes we have, like example, I can say map. Okay, map, process route. Okay, we will discuss each and every type, no, process route shape and map shape, everything we will discuss. But keep it in mind, most of these shapes will internally referred as a components. Okay, map, process route, and add to cache we have. So like that we have different shapes. So these shapes internally referred as a components as well. Okay, and what else we discussed? What else we discussed?
Runtime
Yeah,
engine.
yes,
Time
Time
engine.
runtime.
engine.
What time runtime
What do you
means?
mean by runtime engine? So
Runtime.
in Boomi, there
So
are different runtime engines, right? In order to, so again, I think yesterday you got some confusion. If you want me to repeat again, I will take some time and I will repeat, because these atoms, molecules, these are all very very important. Without atoms or molecules, you are not going to, you are not going to execute your process. You are not going to run your processes. Okay, you want me to repeat again?
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Yes.
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 Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, okay then. Okay, listen carefully. Okay, in order to execute, Okay, in order to execute any integration or process. Okay, let's say process, we are building the process, right? We are building the process or integration to execute that, or to execute or to test it in Boomi. We need some kind of
Runtime engine.
some kind of
Runtime
runtime
engine.
engines. Okay, runtime engines. So in Boomi we have different runtime engines. Okay, like
Atom. Molecule.
these engines are what, like what exactly it will do means, these engines are, now focus here, these engines, what they will do means, okay, what they will do, like you can pass, right? What you will do, so like here what we are doing. So here you are trying to pull the data from the source, and you are pushing the data, you are transforming the data, and you are pushing the data into the target system. Okay, you are developing something, but you need to pass some instructions, right? You need to pass some instructions. According to your instructions, it need to perform that. Okay, after performing that, it will give some response back to you. All these things can be done with the help of runtime engines. Okay, you pass. Okay, you pass instructions. Okay, instructions, it will perform, that, and it will give it will give some response back, right? Some response back. Okay, how it is going to be done? How it is going to be give the response back? With the help of runtime engines. With the help of runtime engines, that runtime engines will developed with the help of Java code in backend. That whatever the instructions you are passing to them, all the instructions will be performed with the help of Java code. We have a Java virtual machine, JVM machines. Atoms are JVM machines. Okay, atoms are JVM machines. Java, keep it in mind, very very important. Interview might be asked. Okay, so what is an atom? What is an atom? You need to say atom is the simplest runtime engine available in the Boomi. It is a single tenant and a single node runtime engine. Okay, which is works under the as a run Java virtual machine. The code, all the code which we are which is we want to perform on the data, all the code will be developed with the help of Java. Okay, not only this atom, all the Boomi is developed with the help of Java code. Okay, so okay, Java virtual machine. Okay, so Java virtual machine. So what are the instructions you are giving? All will be instructed in the Java virtual machine. Okay, so atom, we have different runtime engines in the Boomi. For example, I will give you small example. So now you are pulling the data from the Salesforce. Okay, okay, pull the data from Salesforce and convert it convert the data into database, then push push the data push the data into database. So this is your task. Okay, this is your what you need to do. You need to pull the data from the Salesforce, and you need to convert the data into database format. Then we need to push the data into your database system. So you are doing integration. Okay, you are connecting to the Salesforce, you are using map shape or some other shapes to convert the data. Then you are trying to push the data is to database. All this can be done with the help of atoms. Okay, atoms are repositories, like JVM machines. What they will do, they will construct a bridge. Okay, they will construct a bridge, and they will pull the data from the Salesforce, and they will convert the data, and they will send the data to the database. Okay, so now, okay, what are the different runtime engines available in Boomi? in boomi in Boomi, we have different runtime
Hmm.
engines. Okay, runtime engines. What are they? We have a
Atom,
atom.
atom,
Yes, we have a
molecule,
molecule. We have a
cloud.
molecule. We have a cloud atom.
Atom cloud,
Yes, atom
group
cloud or
of
cloud atom.
atoms. Group
Yes,
of atoms.
cloud atom or atom cloud,
Cluster atom.
cluster of atoms or group of atoms. Okay, group of atom, group of atoms. Okay, so these are all four different runtime engines available in the Bhumi. Okay, so most of the companies will focus on this atom, molecule, and cloud atom. Okay, we'll discuss about atom. Okay, we'll discuss about atom. Okay, it is the simplest runtime engine. It is the simplest runtime engine, runtime engine available in the Bhumi, available in the Bhumi. See, it is a single tenant. Okay, it is a single. What do you mean by single tenant? Single tenant, single tenant and single
Single
node,
node runtime.
single node runtime engine, single node runtime engine. What do you mean by single tenant and single node? What do you mean by single tenant? Let me know. Already I explained you what do you mean by multi tenant, right? If you remember,
For
I
same,
taken this
sir,
after.
for particular system, we can access the particular person or one person.
Who's this? Okay, so you are correct. See, so it, as I mentioned, it is a single tenant. Single tenant means, for example, single tenant. It is a single tenant, single node runtime engine. Okay, now yesterday we installed one atom, right? Yesterday we went to the management. Okay, okay, manage, under manage we have atom management, right? We went to atom management. Then here we installed one atom, right? How we installed? We are giving some username and password, right? We are giving some username and password and we are installing that atom, right? Okay, again I will explain you that. I will delete this atom. Again I will go to downloads and I will give you that again. Okay, so that you will get an understand. So here come to, already we in, this is a atom. Click on atom. Here we have two types, in cloud and local. Okay, local means in your local machinery you are downloading. Okay, in your local machine, that whatever the atom you, if you are downloading and if you want to tie up with this your particular system. Okay, particular system only. No, I am not saying account. In the account you can use, in the account you can use, but it is restricted to your account. I mean, you into your system. Okay, local. Okay, local means in your local machinery. Okay, come to the here, click on downloads, where it is, come to downloads. Yeah, here it is, right? Yesterday we installed this atom, right? Click on this, click on, click on the right button. Keep it in mind, click on the right button and run
Not
as administrator. Click on run as administrator. Okay, click on run as administrator. Is no, the atom is installing. Okay, don't do multiple times. Okay, now see, welcome to the atom setup. Click on next. Now here, now here you need to give username and password. To which account, to which account it needs to be tie up, your atom, to which account you need to tie up. Use the email address and password that you use to sign in into your Bhumi Atom Sphere platform account in the username field. Okay, so it is saying that use email address and password that you use to sign up to into your Bhumi Atom Sphere account. To which account you need to tie up this account, tie up this sorry, atom. That username and password you need to give. Okay, it's not like that. You know, you are downloading this atom in your machine, and for example, you add no. Here I am giving my username and password, my atom user, my account user, platform account username and password. Okay, later tomorrow you know you are using same same system. Okay, same my laptop, and you log it in with a different account. Okay, let's say some XYZ account. Now you can, if you see there, then there is no atom will be available, there is no atom will. Then again you come and ask, sir, you know that you said at local atom. No, you said that the local atom is tie up with this local system. Now if I open with a different account and I am unable to see that account, how it is possible? Yes. So whenever you are giving this username and password, it is that atom is going to be tie up with that particular account. You are getting my point? Yes, you are getting my point. So
Yes, yes,
what I
yes,
am
sir.
trying to say, so now we installed the atom in my laptop. Okay, this is my laptop. Okay, this is my laptop. In that laptop I installed an atom. Okay, while installing this atom I am giving my username and password. హలో, నేను మళ్ళా చేస్తాను నేను వర్క్లో. Okay, so I'm while installing this atom I'm giving some my username and password. Let's say abc is my account. abc in my account. I'm giving this abc account username and password. Okay, so now atom is set up and everything is fine. Tomorrow in the same laptop, what I'm doing, I'm trying to open with xyz. Okay, xyz account, xyz account. Already the atom is installed this laptop, right? Atom is already installed in this laptop, this atom. But when this atom is tied up with this abc account, not with the xyz. So I am telling that that is a local atom will be will be installed this local machine in this laptop. So you can ask, sir, already we installed that atom, why we can't access in this account? Because this whatever the atom we install this in this laptop is tied up with this account. Okay, so that we cannot see. Okay, the atom is already installed in this local machinery, but the details will be tied up with this account. Okay, clear? Don't be confused. Okay, don't be confused on that. Okay, so now come here, give your username and password. Username and password, and here you can give the atom name. Whatever atom name you want to give, you can give. I'm giving test atom. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. So I here we have username and password we given. So but here we have again another option, token. Why we can use this token? Why we want to use this token? For example, admin, no, all the atom setups, all the atom setups, and no, the maintenance of these atoms and molecules will taken care by the admin team. Okay, admin admin team will be there. They will take care of all these things. Okay, as a Boomi developer you must know these things, but in backend admin team will be there. That admin team will take care of all the atom installations and all these things. Okay, all these things. Okay, admin team will be there. Admin team will take care of all the installations and maintenance of the atoms and molecules. So now while installing this atom, if they someone ask you to, someone ask ask the admin team to install this atom to particular account. So the at that account, this admin team wants to username password, right? This admin team wants to use this username password, but the developer are not interested to share those credentials. Then what they will do, they will they will ask the security token to install the atom. This a developer will give the security token to develop. Okay, where we can get that security token? So here you have a security token, right? In while installing this atom we have a security token. This security token will be there for 30 minutes or 1 hour, for like that some particular time period will be there, and you can generate that token and you can copy it, and you can, if you give this token to the admin team, they will install this atom. Okay, instead of giving a username and password, then you will give, they will give the they will use this atom security token, and they will install that atom. Okay, so now I will go with the username and password. By default I'm not going with a token option. Okay, now here you can give the username password. That username and password must be to which account you want to tie up this atom. Okay, click on next. So authenticating the credentials. Credentials means a username and password. Okay, then you can see please select the environment. Okay, later we'll see what do you mean by environment, but don't select anything, simple click on next. Okay, click on next. Now say okay. Then if you want to browse it, you can browse it, otherwise click on next. So yes, that's already exit, like to install that directory anyway, yes. And click on next, click on next. Now retrieving building, see, extracting, downloading GRE files. Okay, jar files, we will call it simply jar files. Jar files are responsible to connect with any system which we are performing. I will later, I will explain it. Okay, but understand it. Okay, now see, completing the setup. Atom setup is completed. Now click on finish. That's it. Okay, now close this one. Now test and we just refresh that account. Now you can see here the atom here installed. Okay, now it is in offline status. Okay, now that's fine, I will explain it. Now you can see here, okay, atom name and no atom id. Every atom have a unique id called atom id, and the type is atom. Status, okay, this is offline and online. Okay, I will tell you. And host name, where it is hosted, the host name, place where it is hosted, installation time and date, and version. Okay, these are all details we have. Setup properties, if you go to the setup properties, if you click on the setup properties, it's not coming. If you click on the properties, yeah, you can see here atom name, okay, host name, and no, I told you that Boomi is a Boomi is a stateful tool, right? I told you that Boomi is a stateful tool. So if it is a stateful tool, it requires some memory to store the data, right? Whatever the metadata which is available, it needs to be stored to storing purpose. It needs some data, right? So here, if you see here, heap size. If you want to increase this heap size, you can increase. Okay, and purging history after. Okay, how many days if you want to store that particular metadata. Okay, how many days if you want to store it, you can store it. You can give the particular days, and you can store the data. Okay, these are all details available. Okay, now if come here, if it is come here, it is in online. Okay, it is in online. So if it is status is online, then only we can able to execute any process, or we can able to use this atom. Okay, which means when it will comes into the online means if it is system where the atom is installed, where this atom is installed, if that particular system is connected with the internet, then only it will shows the online. For example, now you can see this is another atom. Okay, this is another atom which is installed in some different desktop. Okay, in the different desktop location. Now you can see it is showing as an offline. It is showing as offline, which means where this atom is installed, where this desktop or 26RO2 something is there, right? Where this atom is installed, that particular system is not connected with a, not connected with the internet. That's why it is showing as an offline. Okay, if you come here, if it this test atom is installed in this machine. Okay, right now which we know working on it, right? That machine is connected with the internet. That's why it is showing as an online. Okay, so when it is in online, then only we can able to use this atom. Okay, now focus it. Now single tenant means single atom is a single tenant. Single tenant means, single tenant means machine if the machine means the laptop or desktop where the atom is installed, machine went down. Okay, machine went down in a machine. See that if the atom is no, where the atom is installed means the atom is installed in a machine, okay, in a machine, if it is went down, if it is went down the machine, okay, then we are not able to configure it, okay, or else we are not complete integration, we cannot do the complete integration executions and all. Okay, went down, then your complete integration, whatever the integration we are doing, okay, it will went down, okay, the execution will not complete, the complete integration will goes down. Okay, so complete integration will goes down, there is no high availability. Okay, and very very important note, okay, the atoms, there is there is no high availability. High availability means, see, if that it is a single at a single tenant and single node, right? It is a single tenant and single node. If the node is nothing but a JVM machine, okay, again single tenant means this one, right? I will write again node means JVM. Okay, JVM machine. Okay, JVM machine. So it is a machine. It is node means it is a machine. Okay, if single node means if this machine is went down, if it is not connected with the internet, then complete integration will go to the down, right? So that's why there is no availability. There is no high availability. If due to some issues, if the node is went down or this node is not working, then complete integration will goes down. That is called as a there is no high availability. Okay, there is no high availability, which means no kind of load balancing. Okay, there is no kind of load balancing is not there. Okay, if this if it is went down, there is no other no nodes or because it is a single tenant and single node, there is no other nodes or other mesh JVM machines to share that load balancing. Okay, so it went down, then the complete integration is going to be went down. Clear?
Clear, Tom.
Correct. Okay, perfect. So this is nothing but a atom. So how it will work and how we can execute this process, we'll see. So molecule. Now molecule. Okay, molecule means it is a single tenant single tenant and multi-node multi-node runtime engine. Okay, single tenant and single multi-node runtime engine. So here atom is a single tenant and a single node. Okay, we have only one node, but in a molecule it is a single tenant and a multi-node runtime engine. Multi-node means we have multiple JVM machines. If single node went down, then other second node will take care of the executions. If second node also will went down, the third node will taking care of this executions, which have it is going to be have high availability and high scalability. Okay, low scalability means see, for example you are trying to connect with any application system. From there, if you are getting per second 10,000 records, okay, now you want to process this 10,000 records, but atom does not have that much capability to handle this much of load. Okay, this much of load, the atoms will not have that much scalability. So if you go with a molecule, then molecule have a capability to handle a large volume of data. Okay, clear? Clear?
Clear,
Yes.
clear.
Okay,
Yes.
and now if it is clear, then we'll now come to here. Okay, we'll come to Bhumi. Now this is a process which we are trying to execute, right? Okay, now it is showing every time not about 10. Save it. That's fine. Okay, now here we have a test. Click on save and close. Test. Here you can see this symbol is test. If you click on test, it is asking to the atom, select atom. Okay, select atom. Now say okay. Now say okay. Do you see here it is getting executed? the yellow color bold mark, and it is loading. It is loading. Yes. Now see, green color bold marks came. Some green color bold marks it is coming. Yes or no? So it is getting executed or run, it is getting run successfully. It is getting executed successfully. Clear? This is how we can execute the process with the help of
Yes.
atom. With the help of atom. Okay, now I will explain you how, what do you mean by logs and all. Before that, I want to explain you the little bit Boomi licensing cost. Okay, Dell Boomi licensing cost. It's not a Dell Boomi, sorry, Boomi licensing cost. Boomi licensing. Okay, very important. Okay, please focus here. Please focus here. No, how the Boomi licensing will be decided, how the Boomi licensing will be calculated, how we can purchase the Boomi from software from the Boomi. Okay, for example, if you are working for TCS, okay, TCS needs to buy the license from the Boomi, right? How they how they calculate the licensing cost? Okay, the number of unique connections, the number of unique the number of unique connections the number of unique connections which we consume in our integration. Okay, so whatever that no which we are consuming, for example, if you have some, you want to do integration between multiple application system. Let's say SFDC Salesforce is one application system, database an application system, and some mail. If you want to send the mails, so that you want to create one mail connection. All these connections which we are, which we are creating these connections. So now if you want to connect with the Salesforce, you need one connection. You want to connect with the database, you need to establish the one connectivity. If you want to, connect with some mails, then mail servers, then you need to establish the connectivity to this mail servers. Like that, we need to establish the connectivity, right? So the number of unique connections which we consume in our integration, then depending on that number of unique connections, the Boomi licensing is going to be license is going to be calculated. Okay, again so again it is depending on the environments. Okay, depending on the environments means the placeholders where we can work. Okay, environments, environments means the place, working place, or develop no working place, I can say, simple working place. Okay, working place, but no, we have a development environment, no testing environment, and QA environment, a production environment. Okay, different environments we have, right? So depending on that, also the licensing is going to be calculated. How we are going to be calculated, depending on the connections as well as the environments. Now we can see. Okay, for example, okay, for example. Okay, before that, I will show you the environments. Here we have a atom management. Go to atom management. If you see here, atoms as well as we have environments. Okay, basically in Boomi, okay, in Boomi we have two types of, the class, in Boomi, the environments. Okay, again I will explain you this environments, how we can install these environments. I know how we can, work with these environments. Later I will explain you again, don't worry, but just keep it in mind. Okay, in Boomi we have a two types, environments is classified into two types. Okay, classified into two types. One is test environment, test classification, and second one is prod classification. Okay, test means testing purpose and development. In test we can like we can have dev, you can have QA, and you may have, UAT, you may have pre-prod. Likewise you can install n number of n number of, and in prod classification only we have only one classification, that is the prod. Okay, now for example now if you want to in integration, you want to do with integration with the two application systems. Okay, these two application systems. Now focus and understand the concept. Okay, so now you want to do integration, between these two applications using Boomi. Okay, you are using Boomi. This Boomi is using and two application systems you are connecting, and then you want to in that that the company wants to use three test environments, test environments, that is in the test classification they want to use these three, and in a prod they want to use only prod. Okay, now tell me how many license. Okay, as I told you, the unique connections. For example, if you want to connect with one Salesforce, you need one connection. That one connection is going to consume one license. Okay, now you want to connect with the database. To connect with the database, we need to establish the one connectivity with the database. And there again one more license is going to be consumed. Okay, and in the development, dev means development, QA means quality assurance, and UAT means user acceptance test, and prod means production. Okay, dev means development, QA means quality assurance, and UAT means user acceptance test, and prod means production. So now in your in your integration you are using two application systems, and you are using dev, QA, UAT, and prod. So now you have two connections, right? For dev to connect license we need to purchase dev environment. For QA you need to purchase two environments, and UAT you need to purchase two environments, and prod you need to purchase two environments. Total how many license you need to purchase? Now tell me total how many license you need to purchase. Now you are getting my point, right? You are getting my point, what I am trying to explain.
Two, sir.
Who?
So,
Who's that? Who's that? Soha? No, no, Soha, no, not two. C.
8.
8. Very good. Who's that?
Kumar.
Yes. So yes, you are correct. See, as I told you, to establish the connectivity with Salesforce, we need one license, right? And to establish the connectivity with the database, one more license, two license. So here we are using, for example, let's say we have only dev and production environment classifications. Okay, so for dev you need two licenses. So in the dev environment if you want to work, okay, in the development environment if you want to work, you need two license, and in the production, and if you want to work in the production, again two more license you need. So total how many license you need? Total how many license you
Four.
need? Four.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Now let's say I have a SFDC database, and a mail, and SFTP, and some disk. Okay, these are all the connections I want to establish. Now I have a dev, QA, UAT, pre-prod, and the final one is prod. So now tell me how many license I need to purchase. Now tell me
10.
how many license. Why 10?
For SFTC, one we require, and for dev, one we require. So here we have 5, and the other side we have
10.
Mm-hmm. Are you sure?
10.
yes, sir.
So see,
11.
simple,
9.
simple, guys. Don't be confused. Don't be confused. I will give you a simple trick. Okay, how to
5.
calculate the licensing? I will give you a simple trick. Okay, how many connections you want to establish? One, two, three, four,
5.
five.
5,
Right? Five, five. And how many environments do we have?
5.
One,
5,
two, three,
3,
four,
4,
five.
5,
5 into 5. 5 into 5 is equals to
20.
25,
25
25.
license.
25.
25 license is going to be
25.
purchased. Okay, this is how we can calculate the licensing. Okay, clear? Simple. We need to multiply the number of connections into number of environments. Okay, let's say
Okay.
I have some SFDC and a database and a FTP server. Okay, now I'm using dev
Dog.
and prod. Only two environments I am using. Okay, now tell me how many license I need to purchase.
10.
Six.
Huh?
Three.
Six.
6, sir.
Three into
Simple, guys.
six.
Don't be confused. Here again, I'm giving simple. How
10.
Three.
many
One
connections we have?
into two.
10.
Three.
10.
Three.
3 into 2.
Three into.
Three into two.
3,
Three
How many
into
Two.
two.
3
environments we
into
have?
Two.
6.
2,
Two.
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 Is
Into
equals to
two.
6.
6.
That's it.
Six.
That's it. Simple. Okay, but keep it in mind. So the licensing will be calculated the number of unique connections. Again. Here, let's say, no, here keep it in mind. Number of unique connections. I'm telling that number of unique connections. Okay, number of unique connections, again and again I'm repeating, keep it in mind, it is very very important. Okay, whenever you are working in a real time, when you are trying to establish the connectivity with any application system, you need to keep it in mind the licensing. Okay, whenever you are dealing with the connections, you need to keep it in mind the licensing will going to be consumed. Okay, now let's say I will give you one example. SFDC is there. Okay, one SFDC is there. I'm not, and one more SFDC is there. Okay, and one more SFDC is there, same SF, no, same environment. So same environment, dev environment. Okay, it is a only one connection. Okay, I'm not so for by using this SFDC connection, I'm using orders integration. By using this SFDC connection, I'm trying to establish integration, and for this inventory integration. Okay, I have only one dev environment. Now tell me how many license I need to consume. This is
3.
only one,
One only.
only
3.
1
3.
only.
One.
this is only one connection only. This is only one
1.
connection.
One only.
One into one. One into
3.
one.
3.
One
No,
only.
again,
One
3
only.
into 1. 3
One.
into 1.
Only 1.
one into one.
One
So
One
I
into
am
one.
into
telling
one.
that this connection is
Equal
same.
to two.
Okay, this SFDC, and this is SFDC is same. These not are different. Okay, if I say this, this is a one, this is a different connection. If I say this is a different connection, if I say this is a different connection, then you need to take three license, right? You need to calculate three license. Clear?
Yes, clear.
I'm
Yes,
now it
sir.
is clear how to calculate the licensing. Yes.
Yes.
So I'm telling that this connection is same. Okay, this connection is same, and this connection is same. Now tell me how many license I need to purchase.
1.
Only one.
One into one.
One.
Equal.
Now it is clear how to calculate the licensings.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Okay, now one important note point here, one important note point, keep it in mind. Okay, there is no separator. Okay, there is no separate licensing cost for the runtime. Okay, runtime engines. Okay, what are the runtime engines which we are using in the Boomi? There is no separate licensing cost. The licensing cost will be calculated depending on the licensing cost is defined, defined depending on the number of unique connections and the number of environments which we are using, right? The number of environments which we are using in the Boomi. Clear? It's not like, there is no separate licensing cost for the runtime engines in Boomi. Okay, clear? Anyone
Yes,
have
sir.
any questions or anyone not understood this thing? Please let me know. It is very very important. Whenever you are working in a, no, real time, if client will come and he will ask you, okay, hey guy, I want to do integration to my some four application system. I want to connect with the four application systems. I want to get the data and I want to push the data to this those four application systems, and I want to use three environments. One is a dev, another is UAT, and another is product. So now tell me, please suggest me how many license I need to purchase from Boomi. how many license I want to purchase from Bhumi, like that he will ask. So at that time you need to answer, right? Okay, you need the question is how many applications you are connecting with. Well, let's say he said like I want to connect with four applications. Then again the next question is how many environments you want to use, how many environment you want to use. Let's say his answer is three environments. Then 4 into 3 is equal to
12.
12. Total 12 license you need to purchase from the Bhumi, you need to say. Okay, again here again the okay, the Dell Bhumi have classified their licensing into 5 different modules. Okay, in Bhumi no, there is no separate cost and the licensing the Bhumi classified. Okay, the Bhumi has classified their licensing into 5 types. Okay, 5 different types. Okay, yesterday I told you, right? We have 5 different types of no licensings. One is a basic. One is a basic. Basically, this no basic types are used for training accounts. Okay, what are the training accounts right now we are using? Those training accounts will give comes under the basic. And the second one is professional, and professional plus. Okay, plus professional and professional will comes under the like small companies, atom they are if they are using some atoms, then will comes on the small companies professional. And the fourth one is enterprise and enterprise plus. So like whenever like these two, this and atom, and this is also if you are using atoms. Okay, if you don't have a much volume of the data. Okay, if you don't want to go with the don't want to go with the more volume of data in your business, there is a small data, if you want to do small integration, then we'll go with the professional. Okay, and the enterprise large amount of data which you are you want to do integrations like lakhs of records, then we'll go with the molecules, right? As I told you that. Okay, as I told you that. Okay, if you remember here, whenever if you have large amount of data, okay, we'll go the molecule is going to be more available and it have a more scalability. It is a single tenant multi node runtime engine. We have it is have a capability to handle large amount of data, large integration. Then will the cost is also is same, means it depends on the this one molecule. Clear? So here I will show you the licensing in Bhumi. Licensing in Bhumi. Okay, I will show you here. Okay, the unique connections you can see here, one license per unique connection per runtime. Okay, how to connection license work Bhumi. Connect, topic licensing, classification licensing classifications I can say. Creation. Where it is license the classification. Okay, article. Okay, it is not there. We'll see small business is nothing but a small business, standard enterprise and trading partner. These all comes under this only. How to license works in Boom. Okay, standard classifications and license. The classification will be there. Enterprise space. Okay, we'll go. If you go and test, you can check, you will get that articles. I'm not able to find them. Okay, basically we have five types of, okay, basically we have five types. One is a basic is nothing but a basic level, like when you have a training accounts, then we'll go with this is the basic and a professional plus whenever you have medium level business, okay, small level businesses, then we'll go with us professional. And if you have, okay, if you have uh okay, if you have no small business, we'll go with నేను మళ్ళీ చేస్తాను క్లాస్ లో ఉన్నాను. Okay, if you have large amount of data, if you want to deal with a bigger integration, then we'll go with the enterprise. Clear? Okay, and one more important note point here. Okay, is suitable for atom is suitable for atom is suitable for all the following, like all the following, what are the different integrations we have, different types of integrations depending on the where the application system installed. Yes.
Prime to prime.
Clear.
Yes, on-prem,
Prime on
cloud,
cloud.
Cloud,
Cloud,
hybrid.
hybrid.
and hybrid, right? So by using this atom, we can connect with on-premise application systems, and we can do the testing, and we can connect with the cloud, and we can connect with the hybrid, and we can do. Okay, till here anyone have any questions or any doubts? Anyone not understood about the atoms and molecules and the licensing?
What is Bhumi, sir?
Boom is an integration tool, sir.
నేనేలే కాశీ సార్ పవన్ గారు ఏమో ఇన్నాళ్ళ ఇన్న తర్వాత వీళ్ళంతా వాట్ ఇస్ భూమి సార్ అంటారేమోని భయం వేసి ముందే నేనే అడుగుతున్నా. సో ఇప్పుడు ఎన్ని క్లాసులు అని టోటల్ గా 5th అంటే మనకి మే 5th బ్యాచ్